Hello all and welcome to the Sanford School Sports Center in the Stan Waterman Court for basketball. It's finally back at Sanford. Both these teams had their seasons cut short very recently. Sanford making a deep run into the tournament last year, making it all the way to the semifinals, but of course that didn't last due to COVID. Now Sanford coming in, a fresh season, first game, and they have a new look though. 4 of their 5 starters from last year graduated. They're gone. Toby, what do you expect from this new look Warriors team?
They're just going to give the ball to the big fella, Nana, because he's just so much bigger than everybody else. And I would expect Sanford to try to give him the ball and force Tatnall to guard him, because Tatnall can't guard him. And if I'm Tatnall, what I would do is I would force anybody other than Nana to beat them, whether that's double teaming Nana or even triple teaming him. But, if you take away Sanford's best option and you make someone else beat you, that's kind of okay.
Should be interesting to see.
Definitely.
Glad basketball is finally back. Girls playing their first game yesterday, which they won. Now let's see if the boys can get off to a good start as well. And the players are getting set to take the floor. The starters for Tatnall, number 2, Zion Burrell, number 10, Omari Banks, number 13, Devin Benson, number 1, Daniel Holland, and number 5, Bryce Scott. Coach Waterman still getting his check off on the bench. So you mentioned the plan for Sanford should just be to feed Nana. What can they do to assist him and to complement him?
How they can beat Nana is how they can help Nana is if they make a few open threes. That way Tatnall's going to have to come out and spread their defense, and then they can give it back to Nana. As the game is starting here without a jump ball, so I don't really know what's going on here. But
that was a fast whistle.
Yes, it was. Taking the chain off.
Meanwhile, the starters for Sanford, number 1, Nasir Cowan, number 4, Amin Johnson, number 12, Brandon Dwyer, number 21, Nana, and number 22, Carter Ruby.
Yeah, Sanford's going kind of with a 4-guard lineup around Nana, as Carter is kind of a guard, and Brandon's like a shooter. So they're trying to shoot threes around Nana.
And the season is underway. Burrell guarded by Johnson. Gives it to Holland. Makes a move, now gives back to Burrell. Trying to make something happen, guarded well by Johnson. Now gives to Banks. Trying to go inside, passes across. Holland's open, shoots the 3. Doesn't get it. And out of bounds, but it will stay with Tatnall. Last touch by Nana.
That's another thing Tatnall's going to have to do. If Tatnall wants to win this game, they're going to have to not get killed on the board. They're going to have to get some offensive rebounds, and they're going to have to get a lot of defensive rebounds.
Meanwhile, here's the shot. Now Sanford moving fast. Dwyer's working with it. Now back to Johnson. Amin giving directions. Gives to Carter Ruby. Now to Cowan. Trying to make something happen. Back to Ruby. He pulls up for 3 and just barely misses it.
On that shot, they had 3 guys boxing out Nana, and that's how Tatnall's going to have to win. Because they don't have 1 guy who can box out Nana.
Banks working, and a whistle.
I believe that was a push on Nasir Cowan.
So Holland will inbound for Tatnall. Gives her somewhere to go. Gives it to Burrell. Now to Banks. Working against Cowan. Puts the shot up. Way short. Air ball. Ruby with the rebound. Now gives it up to Johnson. Now to Dwyer. He's a good shooter. He makes a move and gets in space. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound, and now Banks working fast. Down the court against Cowan. Blocked by Dwyer.
Yeah, that was a good play by Tatnall there. Go right at him and see if he can get a foul call.
So Sanford missing their first 2 shots, down 3-0, but it's still early.
It is very early, yeah. Sanford hasn't gotten Nana a touch on the offensive side. I think they should try to change that.
Ruby working up quickly. Bounce pass to Amin. Nice. Sanford gets their first point on an assist from Ruby to Amin Johnson.
Yeah, that was a nice pass there. That's a block. Hard to Ruby.
So, foul on the floor. Tatnall will inbound. Banks working against Cowan. Gives to Burrell. Guarded by Johnson. Guarded well. Gets in space. The shot doesn't go. Benson gets the rebound and gets the shot. Can't get it.
Foul there on Nana.
Sanford unable to capitalize on the missed shots and get the rebound. Johnson goes down. It looks like he just slipped there. And you cannot go to the middle and try to get a shot up against Nana.
No, I wouldn't do that. I mean, unless you're going to go right like through him and get a foul on him, you can't really go down there.
There's Nana. Almost a great play, but it just rolls around and bounces out.
That's how Tatnall's got to play Nana. I'm not saying play dirty, but, you know, when he's done, you got to play physical with him. Tire him out a little bit.
Thanks.
See, that's a good screen right there.
Shot. There we go. Rebound. Out to Howard. He'll put up the 3.
Tatnall's playing good. Number 13 on Tatnall, Devin Benson, set just a monster of a screen on the same foul as well.
Carter. Opposite Brandon Black. Now to Nana. Back to Carter.
That's good. They double to Nana. Throw it out of bounds.
That's violation and substitutions. Epica and Wilbur coming in for Nana and Polk coming in for Nasir.
Tatnall's playing this about as well as they could. I mean, Nana hasn't done anything really. And they're shooting all right from 3.
This one is blocked, but again, Tatnall gets the rebound. Now Banks working with it. Back to Burrell and working against Wobodeau. Passes across to Holland, puts up another 3. This one.
Yeah, Coach Stan is not happy with Sanford's play right now.
Certainly not used to being behind in any games at all, especially against Delaware schools.
Definitely not. But they're not moving the ball on offense. It's a lot of dribbling. That's the stuff right there. It's too fast. And if I'm Tatnall right now, I would just go at it and, like, you know, make him either guard or pick up another foul. Get him out of the game, because he's a good player for Sanford.
So, Banks will take it up. To Scott against Ruby. Back across to Holland, now to Burrell on the other side.
Oh, that's a mismatch there for Tatnall. The big...
Will Sanford the ball back.
Whenever Tatnall can get number 5 Bryce Scott on Dayon Polk, Tatnall should go to that matchup every time because that's a mismatch. Tatnall has the advantage there.
Johnson calling out the play. Now he'll pull up for 3. No good. Rebound Banks. Taking up fast. Working against Polk. Makes a move. And it looks like Polk got a piece of it. Blocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, that was good defense there by Polk as he hit the ball out of bounds. Right as Tatnall's going up for the shot.
Banks again against.
That's a foul. And that right there is just kind of an unnecessary reach and foul.
So early on, is this just shaking off rust, or is Sanford not as talented as they have been in years past?
Well, I mean, Sanford still has talent, but on defense, Tatnall's playing perfectly. They're playing physical, not letting Nana score. They're taking Sanford's best players out of the game. That's all you can ask. You can't, Tatnall can't guard all 5 Sanford players, but they can guard 3 of them and make other kids beat them. Sanford's not playing that great either. Here's Sanford's had a few fouls. I know Carter Ruby has 2 fouls. They've had other fouls, and they just can't do anything offensively. Like whenever in the half court, they're just dribbling. They're not actually passing and moving the ball. The only time they've scored was on a fast break when it was 2-on-1. So they gotta figure something out and move the ball in the half court offense right now.
Hopefully, Coach Waterman will be able to get things sorted out in this timeout.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's more mad offensively or defensively, because, I mean, defensively, Tatnall's gotten a ton of offensive rebounds. And, I mean, Sanford's honestly lucky it's just the 8-2 game. It should be a lot more than that.
So, a lot of new faces on this Sanford team.
Yeah, for sure, but you know they have guys like Mo Cunner very easily. I mean, maybe could have been a varsity player last year. Like they still have depth, but I mean obviously they lost a lot last year, and now they're learning how to play talent all of the other teams. And they actually have to play as a team and play better basketball.
So the teams retake the floor. Ollie Jones in the game now. Subbing in for Noel Godot. Johnson taking the ball up.
Both teams are clapping.
That's Wires going to a line. So
okay, so it wasn't in. Yeah, see, I was about to say there, if you're Tatnall, if you're going to foul Brandon right there, don't just slap him, hug him, and don't let him shoot, you know?
A little bit of confusion there. Both teams thought.
Yeah, I mean, well, the ref kind of did like a hybrid call, so it looked like it was an offensive foul, but I guess it wasn't.
Always reliable Brandon Dwyer knocks down the free throw.
And now Sanford gets on the full court press, and they're going to put Nana on the ball because it's hard to see over him because it's just massive.
And they're playing full court defense here, at least initially.
Now Tatnall, I mean, if it's full court, Tatnall should go fast and try to beat Sanford down the court. See, again, whenever Sanford gets some momentum going, there's always a blocking foul or a reaching foul that doesn't really need to be made that, you know, gives Tatnall another reset.
Inside the banks, Johnson. Moving fast and quick. Outside the almost. And shot. That knocked down. I'm not sure what the call is there, but it will be Tatnall's fault.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I don't think it's a foul.
Dwyer gets it.
I think that three got tipped for that. I think it's in. He comes out, we got a lesser shot because he's got the ability to block the screen.
And Benson can make an accurate pass. Johnson working with it now. Puts up the three. Doesn't get it. Johnson the rebound.
And that one, Tatnall did not have to go fast. They should have picked the ball up and then gone.
So Sanford down by one. Over a minute left in the first.
Oh, that's not a foul.
There's the three from Benson.
Sanford wanted to foul. It's a little bit of acting there on Amin's part.
Gets it across to Ollie Jones. Puts up the three.
And that's what Sanford has to do with Donald. They have to double team him. I mean, like, no offense to Ollie, but if Ollie beats you shooting threes, that's something you can live with. Nana beats you. That's more frustrating.
30 seconds left in the first. 10 to 11. Johnson went for the steal, couldn't get it. Banks going inside. Nice pass. Holland for three again. Doesn't get it. Ball gets the rebound. Way down. Ollie Jones. Sanford's got an advantage inside the 9. Sanford takes the lead for the first time today.
Yeah, and on that last time of possession, they had a huge mismatch out of the post. They didn't know the ball.
Sanford somehow managing to be ahead as the quarter ends.
Yeah, I mean, that was... If Tatnall can just play a little better offense, because their defense is good right now. And I mean, that last three, they double-teamed Nana in the corner. I mean, Nana's been pretty much ineffective this whole game. That's what Tatnall has to do. They need to take Sanford's best option, which is Nana, take Nana away, like take him out of the equation, and then make him pass the ball. And then if other people beat you, like, you kind of have to live with that. You just can't let Nana beat you.
Now, if you're Sanford, do you continue to try and play a quick, fast offensive approach to get some mismatches?
Yeah, because, I mean, in the half court, Sanford hasn't done anything. So they got to try to get out and go. And, I mean, the key for Tatnall to slow down Sanford is honestly just to make more shots. If Sanford can make shots, or if Tatnall can make more shots, it's going to be really hard for Sanford to keep scoring.
And we're back here with these two teams still discussing their plan in the timeout as we get ready to start the second quarter. I do not believe that Tatnall subbed in at all during that first period. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they did.
No, I don't think they did either. And that's going to be the hard part for Tatnall is, I mean, Sanford has an 8-9-man rotation. And I don't know about Tatnall's rotation, but eventually they're going to get tired or foul trouble. So, you know, that's going to be the hard part is do something. But the coach has all these timeouts to call if they need breaks and stuff. So they should be fine, but you never know.
Sanford with a bit of a personnel advantage. They have 14 players on their rosters as opposed to Tatnall's 11. So they have a deeper bench and will be able to presumably rotate in more and keep their guys more fresh and less exhausted.
For sure they did. And Tatnall there was about a 4 or 5 minute period in the first quarter where Nana was not in the game, and Tatnall had a height advantage at every position, and they were unable to really pull away from Sanford. So, you know, if that happens again, Tatnall's really got to take advantage.
So now Nasir back into the game, inside the...
Again, if you're Tatnall there, if you're gonna foul right there, actually foul him. Don't just like tap him. I'm not saying to hurt him, but like, don't let him shoot. Like, grab him, like, put him in a bear hug kind of thing.
Additionally, Mo Kona, Hero Bay for Tatnall, and Markel Fitzgerald comes in, and Scott and Burrell still on the floor. Ruby gets the extra point. Sanford up 15-11 to start the second quarter.
Yeah, Tatnall can't really give up 3-point plays like that.
Wow, cross. Now Fitzgerald puts puts up the three. Doesn't get it. Ruby tips it to Nasir. Working fast again. Ollie Jones puts up the three.
That was a good closeout by Tatnall. Sanford's just getting out around the court. They didn't have to score. They had to score.
Sanford bench is really now. Over to Burrell. To Scott. Inside. Quickly up to Nana.
That's a foul. But the ref called it. And again, those are the kind of fouls that you want. You want to be able to so the person you're fouling cannot shoot. That's what you want.
Sanford inbounds at Ruby. Katana. Looking for Katana. Now back outside to Ruby. Trying to think it's in a hoop. Back to Katana. And Jones. Now to Cowan on the outside. Jones puts up another three.
This is a pretty big 2-3 minute period here for Tatnall. They got to start scoring because they can't stop Sanford right now. So it's down, so Tatnall should score here because it's 5-on-4.
This is not what Sanford wants to see at all.
So I have some inside information from my 3 days of practice before I got cut, and I believe Nasir had some knee tightness problems because he was always stretching it out. So hopefully it's just that and not I don't want to say that his injury isn't bad, but I hope it's not anything that'll keep him out for any length of time.
Well, he's holding his left knee, and the trainer and coaches are out there tending to him, and this may be the worst thing that could happen to Sanford at this time. Early in the season, and going on a run against this Tatnall team, it's not good.
This would not be good if they lost one of their starters. They have Mo who can fill in for him. Mo's pretty good. Mo can fill in at about the same level, but the issue is that after Mo, there'd be a pretty steep drop-off.
And you could just see the excitement in the air just sucked out at the Sanford bench right now.
Yeah, and the worst part about it was it didn't look like it was a contact injury. Nasir and the Tatnall player were just running, and Nasir just fell. So it wasn't like he got pushed or anything. So that.
And a lot of times, non-contact injuries are scarier than contact injuries.
Yeah, for sure.
Meanwhile, it looks like Porter Kelly is going to check into the game for Nasir, get his first minutes of the season.
Yeah, and this will be a good experience for the younger players who are going to get some minutes that they probably would not have gotten if Nasir was healthy.
So Nasir's still down here for a couple of minutes, and it looks bad.
It does not look great.
Coach is consulting with the trainer and the athletic director.
Yeah, just making sure he's okay, but he looks to be in some pretty serious pain. But now if you're Tatnall, you take this as like a timeout and you try to, get something going offensively. And if I were them, I would kind of go out for it.
Limping badly.
Yeah, it doesn't look great.
But we hope he's okay for his sake and the sake of the team.
Yeah, of course.
But let's see what Sanford can do. Still on, I think, an 11-0 run here. Hopefully they're able to continue even after such a big loss.
Yeah.
So we hope he's okay.
Yeah. Tatnall has the ball underneath, and now, Tatnall now, there's not really any momentum in this game. After that injury just stopped it. This is pretty huge for Tatnall to try to get some momentum going again.
Thanks, working against Turner. Over to Burrell, followed by Jones. He gives it to Fitzgerald, back to Burrell. Throwing it software by Kelly now. Puts the shot up, doesn't hit.
So they call a foul on Carter Ruby as an undercut there, but that's tough. That's his third foul. He's probably coming out now. But yeah, next time he comes in, if you're Tatnall, you should attack Carter. Try to get him out of the game.
Ruby understandably upset with that call.
Yeah, it kind of seemed like it could have been over the back, but yeah. I mean, I don't really know what Carter's supposed to do in that situation. Because the person trying to jump over Carter, then you got most of the foul by just standing there. Like, it's not, I don't really know what you're supposed to do.
Now Sanford and good defense there by Sanford to get the ball.
Out of bounds. Again, that's what Tatnall needs, is they need Sanford to turn the ball over and do stuff like that. They want to win. Huge last 6 minutes here for Tatnall if they want to get back in this game.
Working pass is Banks against Turner. Now across to Fitzgerald. Burrell, guarded by Kelly. Puts up the jumper, doesn't get it. Rebound for Fitzgerald, back out to Scott. And then Burrell gives it to Benson. He gets the shot up, doesn't get it, and almost another turnover there, but it went out of bounds on Burrell.
Yeah, good. If you want to get Stan mad, turn the ball every time. He's mad now because there's no point guard at the ball.
Nice play by Jones, gives it to Kelly, finding some space, putting the shot up, doesn't get it.
That's a good shot. That's a shot that's wrong with the team.
Thanks, working against
If he wants to play, that's how he's going to earn his minutes, is taking charges and playing defense.
the defensive foul, and Amin Johnson returns to the game. Inbounds it to Johnson. Over to Johnson. Jones puts up the three.
And that's really what Tatnall can't do, is let Nana just get a bunch of offensive rebounds, because if that happens, it's going to be getting over pretty quick.
Thanks. Started by Turner. Gives it to Fitzgerald. Inside to Benson. Knocked away. It will stay with Tatnall.
Double teams in the post. Tatnall's got to pick out for somebody's open because of double team.
Benson trying to make a play block.
That's what Tatnall should do, is they should attack Nana, and like when they go up, like don't try to like get cute and draw foul. Like go up through him, and they can hit you and get foul that way. As his mask broke there, that's a problem that doesn't happen usually.
Well, usually they're not wearing masks.
It's a good point.
So some confusion here with a possible substitution, putting in Sean Forrest, but Nana will stay in the game as he was just replacing his mask.
Yeah, I thought he got hurt, but he was just replacing his mask. It looked like he got poked in the eye, but you know, it's hard to see from this far away.
So at any rate, Benson to shoot free throws. First one.
That's another thing. If Tatnall wants to win this game, they got to make the free throws.
Daniel Holland returning to the game. subbing in for Fitzgerald. Second free throw attempt does hit. For the first time this quarter, Tatnall scores as there's just over 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the second.
Yeah, Tatnall's problem hasn't really been defense, it's been offense this quarter.
Almost a nice play by Moses.
When Tatnall has a chance to get out and run, and that's over back. Tatnall can get out and run, they should go out and do that, because Sanford's too good to play in the half court.
Inside the Nana, back out to Norbido, to Johnson. Back to Hana. Puts the three up, doesn't get it. Tipped up in the air. Sanford up 9. Picking it up. Now gets it.
He's got to shoot that there because, I mean, number 11, Taiwan Beverly is the one.
They call the travel and now Polk returning to the game, subbing in for Kona.
And it wasn't.
Polk working up. Guarded well.
Steps out of bounds. Great defense by Tatnall.
Second time we've seen a Sanford player step out of bounds with the ball.
Yeah, that's just good defense.
Ooh.
All of a sudden, it's a 6-point game. Tatnall's playing much better. As Tatnall's in a 2-3 zone, so Sanford's going to call their zone plays. Try to get the ball to the middle. Or just thanks again. Oh.
Nice rebound by Norbido. Clearly a foul there.
Yeah, that was not. I mean, Tatnall didn't even foul. They had a double team. That's Ibuka. He's not a great ball handler. Like, you have him double. Make him dribble and then steal it from him.
Norbido gets it to Johnson to pick it up. Norbido's up and charges for Rick.
I want to see who that foul's on. Because if it's...
So Norbido to shoot 2 here. First one is no good. Spins out.
Tatnall's got to box out here because Nana he's one of the guys that could get a...
Exactly like that, and Nana couldn't... Holland pressed hard. The handle on it goes. That's a shot! Tatnall called timeout there. I'm not sure why they didn't call a travel on Nana when he... I mean, he fell, but that's a travel. That's the rules. So you get another timeout here.
Again, Tatnall's cut this lead back to 6. Tatnall has all the momentum. Sanford's, I mean, ever since Callan got hurt, Sanford hasn't played that well at all. Offensively, I mean, defensively they've been doing fine, but offensively Sanford hasn't done anything. But Tatnall's starting to come back in this game. If Tatnall can keep it within 10 going into half, they got to be feeling pretty good about themselves.
So just under 2.5 minutes remaining in this second quarter. and hopefully, as this game progresses and as this season progresses, Sanford will improve their chemistry and their coherence with each other.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the thing for them is Tatnall's making shots, so Sanford's not getting out and running, because that's how they were scoring. When Sanford had that score line, Tatnall didn't score for the first, 4-5 minutes of this quarter. So then, once Tatnall started scoring and making shots, making Sanford take the ball out and go to full court, it's tough for them to score.
So Banks take it up against Johnson. Good defense here. Holland puts up another three.
Wow. I mean, that's how Tatnall wins. They shoot threes and they make Sanford, turn the ball over. That's what they're doing right now.
So it's back to a one-score game here. Lobido inside to Nana, guarded heavily, now to Polk.
Wow, we should go right at him in. You should have grabbed the ball and gone through him. But now it's 3-3, gotta make these. They got Tatnall's got Sanford on the ropes. Now they need to go, if they make the second shot, I would almost try to go full court press and get speed Sanford up. They can turn it over. All of a sudden it's a 2-point game. Tatnall's right back in it.
But saved from being a turnover. Johnson to Jones. Back to Jones. Back to Johnson. We'll go inside. Johnson get it to Joe.
Well, that's good by Tatnall. Tatnall's playing really well right now.
He's good from three.
And that's Tatnall. They kind of have to get lucky like that. I would not leave dry open. That open for three very often. But it's kind of showing they got to get lucky with people missing open shots.
Under a minute here in this half. Burrell, shot.
That was a foul.
Again, Tatnall getting the offensive rebound. Banks puts up a three for the lead.
Oh my gosh. Tatnall's going. The thing that might stop Tatnall is going to be halftime in 30 seconds. Because they're playing out of their minds right now.
Not too long ago, it was 23-14.
Yeah. Sanford's hoping for the last shot, which is smart, because they can't stop Tatnall right now. So hopefully last shot, but I'll let Tatnall get the ball again this half.
Trying to make something happen over the wire. He puts up another three. This one doesn't go. And Tatnall might try to get one more. Wow. Sanford down to 45-43. Very, very ugly first half for Sanford.
Oh, yeah. Tatnall played really well, but Tatnall missed some open shots in the first part of the second quarter. This game could be a pretty big deficit for Sanford, but it's only two, and I'm sure Stan and Fran and the coaches will. Fran especially will load into the Sanford players, and they'll play better next half.
Hopefully they're able to get things straightened out and win this game.
Another thing for Sanford is Nasir is hurt, is one of the starters, and Carter, another one of the starters, has 3 fouls. So if I'm Tatnall and Carter's coming back into the game to start the second half, I'm setting the screen and getting my point guard on Carter and attacking him.
So we will see you back in a few minutes for the second half.
Monique was a two-time National Player of the Year, high school basketball player here at Sanford. I think one of the all-time leading scorers in girls basketball. Went on to have a prolific career at the University of Virginia, and even played professionally, was drafted WNBA before an injury ended her career. Walter Davis, perhaps the most famous of all the athletes that you have mentioned on this list, one of the NBA 50 all-time greatest. I think the thing that's different with Walter is that he was only here at Sanford for 1 year. He was here for his senior years.
Speaking of that, here's number 6, Walter Davis. Not so bad himself. Got his man in the air and went with a shot through the foul line.
Paris Waterman, obviously I'm biased because that's my daughter, the namesake. And when I think about Paris being a multiple sport athlete, first team All-State in 3 sports in her senior year, basketball, lacrosse, and field hockey, was the Delaware 2007 High School Athlete of the Year. Went on to play lacrosse at Brown University, made the U.S. National Lacrosse team, played varsity basketball at Brown University. So when I think about an athlete, if I'm thinking multiple sports, Paris certainly is in consideration. Trevor Cooney, one of my all-time favorites, 5-year varsity starter here at Sanford. Played basketball as an 8th grader as a starter. Won back-to-back championships in his junior, senior year. And then scholarship player at Syracuse University. Has been NCAA tournament Final Four. Also played on the USA 18 under national team, so he's played a little bit internationally. He's had an outstanding basketball career. Is the all-time leading scorer for boys basketball at Sanford. Will Sheridan, again, Will was a Delaware State Player of the Year, class of 2002, I think if I remember correctly. Played on state championship team here, and then on to Villanova University, where he played for 4 years. Was a big part of that team at Villanova, team captain. They got to the Elite 8. Had a great run in the NCAA tournament in his final year.
Katie Compton was a highly conditioned athlete while here at Sanford, and she was on the U.S. National Viking team. I wasn't here when Jackie was a student athlete here, but she was a highly accomplished athlete here, went on to play in college, went on to do great things in lacrosse coaching worldwide, not just in the United States, but worldwide. Cindy Dwan was one of the most successful girls tennis players in state history. She won 5 first single state titles, first being an 8th grader, and then again as 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grader.
Jordan Porch, great soccer player. Jordan ran cross country for a couple of years at Sanford. Left Sanford and went to University of Virginia to play soccer, but is currently playing and transferred. And I want to say it's North Carolina Greensboro where he is.
I would say that every one of these people is very humble. Everyone is very loyal to Sanford. They all work very hard at their academics as well as in sport.
And we're back here for the start of the second half. Tatnall up 25-23 on Sanford. They have done a great job of neutralizing Nana and hitting a lot of threes. So we'll see if Sanford's able to get all of that straightened out in the second half. All the starters, minus of course Nasir Cowan back in the game. Ollie Jones in for him. And Tatnall's 5 starters also back in the game.
Yeah, I mean, the key for Tatnall in the second half is going to be you can't have any live ball turnovers where Sanford can get out and run, and they have to make open shots because Sanford's getting the rebound and going out and run them.
So Tatnall will have control first. Burrell to Banks. Back to Burrell. And back to Banks. Burrell swings it down to Pollard. Shot put up. Doesn't get it. Benson gets the
Yeah, I mean, that was just a mismatch there. Number 13, Devin Benson was being guarded by Ollie Jones. And Carter Ruby is also down there, but he's got 4 fouls, so he didn't want to foul. So Tatnall should, keep going back to that matchup.
Benson free throw. to Blunt. Inside to Nana. Thrown it heavily across to Jones. Puts up the three air ball. Getting a screen from Benson. Across to Scott, working against Jones. Burrell against Ruby.
Good pass.
Holland blocked.
Wow. Tatnall's playing amazing right now. Don't be loud. Sanford looks kind of uncomfortable on defense right now. Wow. I mean, Tyler's played amazingly right now. I mean, on defense, Sanford looks kind of shook on defense, and I mean, Sanford's not scoring. This goes back to the second quarter, too. Sanford didn't really score much there.
Fouling against Dwyer. Okay, Burrell. Good defense by Jones. Scott into Burrell, who's got another air ball. Rebound Dwyer.
But maybe if you Sanford hits a guy out, you can maybe let shoot. That was pretty ugly. And for Tatnall, that's not a guy that you want shooting for Sanford. You can't let him shoot.
Great effort by Ollie Jones to try and force the turnover, but he will stay with tackle.
No, it was good defense there.
Pressuring him early. He's got speed and he's working quickly.
You guys are giving time updates.
Burrell gets by Jones, now gets to Benson. Back out to Banks. Standing right there. And it's tipped by Dwyer, but goes right to Holland for three. Right down to Jones, who's open. Holland running after him. And he gets the layup. Sanford cuts the lead to one.
And now another one. Wow. So, I mean, those are the shots that Tatnall was making in the first half, but if Tatnall wants to win this game, they need to make the open threes, because they're not going to get a ton of them against Sanford.
So, Tatnall coach Anthony right now calling a timeout. Try and get this straightened out. Sanford hitting a few buckets to cut the lead to one.
Yeah, and this is a good timeout by Tatnall. They're getting a little nervous, they're rushing. The coach needs to tell them, like, they're still winning, they're good, they just need to calm down and play like they did in the first half.
But an important Sanford, Dwyer connecting on the three.
For sure, because he'd been off on his first few attempts, so if you get him going, that's just another player that Tatnall has to guard.
Meanwhile, Ollie Jones in his first varsity game playing very well.
Yeah, and I mean, that's on games like this when Tatnall took away Nana, they're going to have to figure out, Sanford's going to have to figure out other people that can come in and score.
They're all working up quickly. Almost gets it swiped away, but now gets it stopped. Guarded by Dwyer. Good stop by Holland.
Oh!
As Holland lost the handle on it.
Well, I don't think he was trying to pass, but he saw that the Sanford player had gone in front of it.
So Sanford with a big opportunity here to retake the lead. And we're down to 4:40.
Wow, this is a huge last 4 minutes for Tatnall. If they want to stay in the game, start playing a little bit of defense on Sanford.
Dwyer puts up another three. Doesn't get it. Nana with the rebound.
I mean, I don't know. So you see somebody shoot down there, that's how you foul him, is you don't let him get an easy shot on and foul. You know, foul him pretty hard and make it hard to get the and one.
So Nana will shoot 2. And it has just gone dead silent in here.
Yeah, well, it's kind of weird. There's nobody in here. As he misses the first one short. And as Tatnall remains up 1 with about 4 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Now, it's worth noting that Sanford did lose their first game last year. Not saying that they are going to lose this game or they will, but it's worth noting they still had a very successful season after losing their first game last year.
They did, but I mean, they also didn't play Tatnall the first game last year, you know? Good pass. And that's how Tatnall can get down low, but they gotta go quick or else Nana's gonna come. But they gotta, okay, they could dribble to one side and pass quick to another and get open layups.
On the 3. He goes down on defense, Sanford short-handed now.
Good pass.
Holland puts up another 3 and air ball, and rebound Benson.
Wow. Oh, and all of a sudden, Tatnall's got all the momentum and they're up 4. I did like the no cover when I fell down, because it just looked like there was some minimal contact they tripped.
And nice play by Nana to force the play inside and get the easy 2.
That looked like either a block or a charge. I don't know how it was neither a block or a charge, but, you know.
Well, no call.
Yeah, no call.
Will count, and Nasir Cowan walking back out.
I wonder if he's going to come back in. I don't know. She's still walking pretty gingerly.
Banks inside the bench, working against
Oh.
the miscue. Jones on the fast break. He's got Johnson, and he dishes to him, and he's fouled.
Again, Sanford's playing much better when they're running. If Tatnall stops turning the ball over and starts making the shots, it's going to be really tough for Sanford to, you know, score consistently.
So, Amin Johnson to shoot 2 free throws here. The next one. Polk and Wobedo coming in for Ruby and Jones for Sanford. And Burrell coming in for Holland on the Tatnall side.
Well, that was a...
Second free throw doesn't go, but Wobedo almost got the rebound, but he couldn't. And slapped away, but it will stay with Tatnall.
Yeah, that was good defense by Sanford to hit it out, because someone, I think Banks is wide open in the corner for 3.
Moves it into Banks, guarded by Johnson, puts up the 3, no good. Johnson Sanford going fast again. Johnson taking it to the hoop, dishes to Nana. And he gets it plus the foul, and Sanford's back in front.
Wow, that was... I mean, number 13, Devin Bunsen hit Nana, and Devin Bunsen is like a pretty big dude, and Nana just stood there and took it and then made the shot.
So a couple big baskets by Nana now. And he will shoot the extra free throw. Try to get the free 3-point play. And he does. Bounces it.
Yeah. This is big last 2 minutes of the quarter for Tatnall. They're down 2. They want to... If Tatnall can keep it within 5 points, they'll be good. But you got to make sure Sanford doesn't get on a run here.
Inside the bench. Gets Wobedo.
See a foul, Nana. I think that's his second, but it might be his third.
And slapped away on the inbound. Puck gets the throw, now gives up to Dwyer. They again got space. Nice pass to Amin, and he gets it to the layup. Sanford now up 4.
You see how much smoother Sanford plays when they can get out and run in transition. That's how they're going to win this game, is playing in transition.
Down to under 2 minutes in the third. Sanford up 37-33. Hook, guarding Burrell.
That was a foul. Smacked him.
Couldn't hit Benjamin's pass, and there was a turnover, and Sanford needed that.
Well, I mean, that was a good idea on the pass there. Do a wrap around. Yeah, and coach is saying jump stop, make the pass a little easier, but Tatnall's got to play a little defense here now. With a minute and a half left, and they're down 4. Left in the third quarter. Still time.
Here for Sanford would be huge.
Yeah, but I mean, Tatnall could change the momentum if they get like a steal on the layup. So this is pretty big possession.
Johnson gets his shot up, doesn't go.
Well, there we go. Yeah, I feel it hit off someone's foot. I mean, I can't really see whose foot it hit off of, but it definitely.
They have a better angle than we do.
It's true.
Working against Johnson, going inside.
Oh, that's. How was that not a foul? It looked like he got tripped. But we'll take it.
Yeah, that looked like it would be a foul on someone, but it was a foul on no one.
We'd think.
We'll take it.
We'll take it, yeah.
Amin against Banks. Big play to Banks. Burrell, good recovery by the Sanford defense. Burrell getting spaced.
That was a good play, creating space for Sanford. Timeout Sanford.
Coach Waterman is furious with what just happened there.
Well, Amin didn't run the play, didn't make the right pass there, and then it led to a turnover and an easy score for Tatnall. And again, Tatnall's cut it back to a 2-point game with 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter. If Tatnall can get a stop here and be down 2 going into the fourth quarter, they'll have to love where they're at and into the game.
So one thing we haven't brought up yet, but that is new, the benches are now on the other side in order to be able to spread the teams out and spread the players out. They're on the bleachers rather than on the locker room side. And the people on the locker room side are mostly photographers. And
yeah,
it's new setup. Very interesting to see.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably not the way Sanford envisioned breaking into a new gym, if I had to guess, but you know, it's kind of interesting to do this anyway. And I wonder if at some point during the winter there'll be fans allowed. I mean, I have no idea, but probably not, but maybe. It would be. I don't know if like the vaccine comes or something. I don't know. But it'd be pretty sweet if it did happen.
It would be cool, especially at like a senior day game.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Fans are packed.
Yeah. Well, like if the playoffs happen, and the first time with fans in the stands will be the playoffs, that'd be pretty sweet.
That would be awesome. So Curtis coming in for Johnson after that miscue on the last Sanford possession. Sanford will have the ball. 38.1 seconds left and a 2-point lead in the third quarter. Both will take it off. That's a pressure and a turnover. Banks now working quickly and a foul.
Oh! That actually looked like it could have been a continuation and they could have given him the end run there. Storm is not happy right now with that pass from Brian Polk.
And Polk now guarding Banks. Inside. Another whistle.
Another foul on Dayon.
And another inbound. We're down to 24 seconds. Tag started by Polk. Gets some room. Now this is across Fitzgerald. Now shot. Good recovery by the Sanford defense down to 15 seconds. Now heads Polk down to 10. Cross. Fitzgerald gets the shot up. Doesn't go.
That's a dumb foul. There's a second and a half left. You don't really need to go for the rebound. Like no one's gonna score with a second and a half left. Just stand around up that the team has one dribble. And one dribble. Tyler, just don't let Brandon get the ball.
Brandon
Oh!
hit the net.
Well, that'll happen. Going into the fourth quarter, Tatnall's only down 2. They're going to level their eye right now. And I mean, the last minute and a half were pretty discombobulated for both sides there.
No, Coach Waterman is furious right now with how his team performed late at the end of that.
For sure, and I think he's mad because it's like, it's not necessarily physical mistakes. It's just like mental mistakes, and that's really what he gets more mad at.
Turnovers.
Yeah, and dumb turnovers too, like an unnecessary pass, like the one Dayon made to try to get it to Mo, and he really didn't need to.
Can you say dumb turnovers? So, start of the fourth quarter in the first game, close game to start the year.
Yeah, I mean the coaches probably like it because Sanford gets tested early, but you know, maybe they like it to not be this close.
Think they'd prefer more of a 8-point lead or a 10-point lead or whatever?
Maybe. I mean, if they could script it perfectly, it'd be like an 8-point lead going into the fourth. And then maybe Tatnall would make a little run and then see how Sanford would come back from that run. But, you know, the coaches don't get to choose the score for that to be not a sport.
Right. It'd just be coaches arguing with each other.
Yeah, which is basically sports anyway.
Yeah, but their teams can help them out in settling the argument.
It's true, yeah. But if you're Tatnall, you got to get the ball to Amari Banks and Devin Benson as much as you can, because those are the guys that have really scored for you this game. And I mean, if you want Daniel Holland to shoot threes too, that's a good option.
Well, all three of those players in the game for Tatnall.
Mm-hmm.
And typically, in years past, the starters haven't had this many minutes for a Sanford team because they've been so far ahead in the fourth.
Yeah, and they've usually had a deeper bench too. Well, that's a travel. Well, what do they call it? Okay. They call it a push on Benson. Looked like they could have called a travel out in Joku, but he also might have traveled because he was pushed. So, it could have been it. Coach wanted a moving screen there, and it kind of looked like he had a point, but can't win them all.
So Johnson gives to Ruby, around to Dwyer, inside to Ebuka, back out to Dwyer, now to Nana, inside to Carter. Nice
wow,
grab.
What a pass.
Nice play, Carter.
I mean, Tatnall's playing the zone to try to prevent those passes. Those are passes that you got to steal.
And the Sanford bench getting loud now as a minute into the fourth quarter, Sanford up 4. Burrell outside to Scott, guarded by Nwobodo. And he hits it off of Nwobodo.
I mean,
just needed a reset there.
Yeah, call a timeout, coach. Come on.
I mean, it's cheap but smart, but whatever. I mean, that's kind of a dumb play.
But it's also legal.
No, it's legal, and it's smart, but it's also kind of cheap.
Banks working against Johnson. Now back to Scott, guarded by Robideau. Goes inside, gets in space. Wow, what a shot.
I mean, Bryce Scott is just, he's able to make shots for himself there. That was good defense by Sanford, but he contorted his body and got it in.
Let me go to Carter Ruby. Almost pulled up for three. And they call a push.
So that has not been a foul for 3 quarters and 2 minutes. And now in the 4th quarter, they're going to start calling these, like, ticky-tack fouls. I mean, Sanford's going to take it, but, like, come on now.
Quickly to Robideau. Now over to Johnson.
Oh!
Gets close to the backcourt, but he obviously has very good awareness.
Yeah.
Inside to Nana, takes a dribble, and he's fouled attempting to dunk. You know he's upset with himself for that one.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But also, whenever Nana gets inside position on Tatnall, Sanford just needs to feed him. Tatnall needs to get back to double-teaming him because he's the type of player that can just take over a game.
First free throw is good. And Fitzgerald will come into the game for Benson. Nana's second free throw doesn't go. And Tatnall gets control.
Tatnall's only down 3. Oh, coach. That's a tough timeout for Tatnall because they had their best shooter, Holland, wide open in the corner.
Sanford got away with one there.
Yes, they did.
Like they were a little confused on defense.
Yeah, that's not really a timeout you want to take because he was wide open.
But, like we've been saying, we'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, Sanford definitely will take it.
Because at the end of the day, doesn't matter how you win, just as long as you win, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, the coaches might have a different point of view, you know.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the record will be 1-0 regardless of how you win.
Depending on who wins this game.
It's true. One of these teams will win this game. I can confidently make that statement.
Bold of you to assume.
Right, and here's an even crazier statement. Another one of these teams will lose the game.
Whoa.
I know.
Those are some hot takes you got.
Yeah, hot
there.
takes only.
Call Boiling Hot Takes Instagram.
Exactly, yeah.
One of these teams is going to win and one of them is going to lose.
Unless we end in a tie. Which, I mean,
is that possible?
At this rate, it wouldn't surprise me, Jeremy.
Will they just won't they just keep going to more overtimes?
I don't know, to be completely honest. I don't know.
Oh, there's still 5:50 left in the fourth quarter. So
yeah, 3-point game. Plenty of time for Tatnall to take a lead and pull away, and plenty of time for Sanford to pull away.
So Burrell working with it against Ruby. Now to Banks. Back to Burrell across to Holland.
Oh, he fell down. Woo.
Oh, and he misses the shot. Now Carter working up with it to Dwyer, who's open. Inside.
Oh.
There's the lob dunk we've been waiting for.
That was a great pass by Dwyer, but that's a huge swing there. Tatnall had a wide open 3. After the defender fell down, they didn't take advantage of it, and then Sanford went and got it easy too.
But even when you score, and the score to to score in the way that they did in this situation is huge for Sanford.
Yeah, for sure.
On a lob dunk,
Yeah.
going inside, the shot doesn't go. Rebound, Dwyer tipped right back to him, and he had to adjust his mask.
Yeah, I mean, that was good defense there by Tatnall because Sanford had a wide open layup if they didn't block that pass. This is a huge possession here for Tatnall. They can't let the game get too far out of reach.
Love to see Sanford hit a three right about
That-
now. And Nana can't finish the
And I mean,
dunk.
Tatnall's kind of got to get a little lucky if they want to win.
And the shot doesn't go. Ruby with the rebound.
So there, if you're Tatnall, go into Carter. He's got 3 fouls. Go. Yeah, that's definitely foul. But if you're number 10, Amari Banks, and Carter's right there, like, go through his face and get a foul. Like with your.
Maybe
Yeah.
not that aggressively, but
Well, I'm not saying hurt him, but like his face is. You know what I mean.
yeah, I got you. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah. Don't hurt him. That's
You
bad.
know we got to keep it light here.
Oh yeah.
Carter hits the first free throw.
And I mean, now both teams can't really afford to miss a free throw this late in the game with it being this tight.
His second shot. He hits them both.
7-point game here for Tatnall. They have to score this possession. Doesn't need to be a three, but they have to score. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Fitzgerald now to Banks. He's open on the double. And a dangerous pass. Finds Fitzgerald. Now to Holland. He's been the hot hand. Doesn't get it. The rebound, Nwobodo. And Johnson taking it up slowly.
Tatnall's got to tighten up or else this game's going to get out of reach quick with about 3 minutes left in the game. Give it to Nana. Look at who's guarding him.
Or give it to Carter and then dish it to Brandon, and he'll put up the three and not get it, but Sanford gets the...
Tatnall's got to get rebounds. Give it to, look who's guarding Nana.
Clear
Number
height
25,
advantage.
Markel Fitzgerald. I'm sure he's a good player, but he can't guard Nana. He can't guard Ibuka. Give it to Ibuka. Look at the mismatch.
Johnson getting close to the backcourt. Down to 3:10 remaining in the game. Sanford up 44-37.
Yeah.
Nana working with it on that outside.
Shoot that. Knock down. Shoot the
Evica
ball.
open, doesn't take the shot. Carter gets the handle on it.
I mean, Tatnall's playing good defense this possession.
Brandon Dwyer.
So when Brandon curls across the screen, the defender can't go under the screen. He's got to follow Brandon through the screen, over the screen there.
Sanford up 9. Under 3 to play.
I mean, if Tatnall doesn't score here, it might be game over.
Well, so far, Sanford has... And a turnover! No! Yes!
Yeah.
It went out of bounds.
Uh-oh. Now the game's getting kind of out of control for Tatnall.
Well, Sanford has been playing well when they needed to, and that's a good thing to see.
Yeah,
Relieving.
especially defensively. You know, they've really tightened up, and then their defense has led to good offense.
Looks like they're getting the groove here late, and we're glad to see that.
Oh yeah.
Now, Johnson dishes to Evica. Not a great shooter.
Sanford's running a little flex offense here.
Brandon trying to get another shot, but instead he gives it to
Oh, give it to
Carter.
Nana. Give it to. There's a guard on Nana. Like a.
Johnson will go to the hoop himself. Doesn't go. Nana gets the rebound and dunks it. And he is taken over late.
Yeah, and that's tough for Tatnall because they did everything right that possession. They just didn't box out at the end.
And with under 2 minutes and Sanford up now 11, it's looking very good for them. But Banks will hit the three.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a game of runs. Maybe Tatnall can cause a few turnovers, make a few threes, and make it a game again.
following this game, Sanford will be playing again Tuesday.
Okay.
I don't know if we're calling that game or if we're calling the girls' game.
On Tuesday?
Yeah,
At what time?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, we're calling a game Tuesday, so
Okay.
once this game
Perfect.
ends, if you all are enjoying this, then tune in again on Tuesday.
Even if you're not enjoying it, still tune in.
Yeah. Even if you're just listening for Toby and I,
Yeah.
which I totally understand.
I would, yeah. I mean, if you're smart, you probably got the TV muted right now, but whatever. You gotta
For
do what you
those-
gotta do.
For those of you that don't, tune in on Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly.
Now back to more relevant things like this game that's going on right now.
Yeah. So Tatnall's got to try to go quick for a steal and then a foul. And if I'm them, don't let Brandon get the ball, because if you're going to foul, you don't want to foul Brandon.
Brandon Dwyer, the best shooter on this Sanford team inside the Amin. And he'll
Hey,
get the
foul
six
him.
going up. They don't get the foul. Now,
I don't know why they didn't call the foul back here when Amin got fouled, but they didn't. That kind of, I mean, Tatnall's got to be screaming to have a foul called on that. 1-on-1, so if he misses, Tatnall's got to get the rebound and go. They don't need a 3 yet. Minute and a half left, down 8. But obviously 3 is preferable.
he gets it to go.
Okay, so now if Amin misses and it's a 9-point game, Tatnall's got to go down and get a 3. Make it a 6-point game.
Second free throw. Doesn't go, but Johnson gets control of it, puts up the layup. What a play.
And Tatnall can't really do that. Give up offensive
Three-point
rebound.
play.
Yeah, he can't do that.
And what happened there? It
Looks like he just lost the ball on the way up to shoot.
shot by Scott. Air ball. Polk with the rebound.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Held ball, that was the right call there. There's a minute left, this 11-point game. I mean, unless Sanford totally collapses and Tatnall, how is that not a foul at all?
Banks is
I mean, pushed him.
visibly and understandably upset with that.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a foul. Literally every single sport, so that's okay.
That might even be a foul in football.
Yeah, it is. It's called pass interference.
Ruby now up to Dwyer, who keeps it in bounds. Across to Amin, wide open.
What?
Puts up the layup, and just to add a little cherry on top.
And the Tatnall coach is mad, but I mean, Tatnall played well, but like in the end, Nana's just too good.
Nana's too good, and perhaps, as we were saying earlier, Tatnall starters were on the floor for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there could have been times the Tatnall, oh, they only have 1 timeout left, but they could have subbed more, you know, with like, they could have subbed more when Nana was out. They could have taken Devin Benson out, their big man. So there's ways Tatnall could have done it. There's a block.
So I think it's worth noting, Nana obviously took over this fourth quarter, but Amin also played very, very well here late.
Definitely, and I mean, he's the point guard, and the main thing for the point guard is not turning the ball over, and he didn't turn the ball over today, and that's really what you want out of a point guard.
When he was shooting those free throws, he turned it into a 3-point play. That might have been the backbreaker for Tatnall.
Yeah, it could very easily could have been.
And Banks will get the extra point on the and one. Now to Johnson. They're not fouling him. I guess they're just going to let the clock run out. Up to Ruby. Sanford might still try and score, but they'll give it to Dwyer. And another whistle.
As the Tatnall coaches want Tatnall to foul, like, I get it that you're never going to give up, but it's a 10-point game with 25 seconds left.
you never know. You gotta keep playing.
Yeah.
You know who kept playing once? The Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Back to basketball as Dwyer knocks down the first one.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Dude, Jeremy had to take a shot at my Falcons. See, and I was screaming for the Patriots to give up in that game too, Jeremy. But they didn't. Ooh.
So Nana with the rebound and gets the shot. Looked like it was blocked. Down to 20 seconds. Nice move by Banks, but he couldn't finish, and Carter Ruby almost lost the ball over his shoulder. Now he did lose the ball, but he got it back. And Banks now whips it inside. Another miss. Polk to Johnson, and they will run the clock out. Sanford from behind to win that fight.
So it says that Tatnall lost by 11. It was much closer game than that. Tatnall's pretty good. They just need to find a few more bodies off the bench so they can keep their starters fresh throughout the game.
So not the prettiest of victories for Sanford, but they played well down the stretch. And I think that's what's really important for this team.
For sure, yeah. And we will see you on Tuesday streaming some game.
A basketball.
A basketball game.
See you then.
This has been the Sanford News Network.